of meat, enough to feed a small family for a whole year. Guns and bows are commonly used for elk hunting, but the latter provides a much more exciting experience for hunters. The elk hunting industry here also attracts many international tourists. Each year, over 1,000 visitors come to Alaska for hunting trips, bringing in over $15 million to the state's economy. Hunting is strictly regulated to ensure Alaskan farmers have proven that nothing is impossible. They not only produce food, but also foster a belief in the power of hard work and nature. Autumn provides ideal conditions for crops to reach optimal ripeness. It is also a perfect time for American farmers to harvest and process agricultural products. Pomegranates thrive in warm climates. The ideal temperature range for pomegranate growth is between 25 and 35 degrees Celsius. When the conditions are hot and dry during the fruit's growth phase, it will contribute to a richer and sweeter flavor. Although the tree is drought tolerant, regular world. Here, pomegranate farms supply millions of tons annually, serving both domestic and export markets. The price range for fresh pomegranates can vary from $20 to $38 per 25-pound box. In 2023, pomegranate production in the US reached around 500,000 tons, with exports to countries such as Canada, South Korea, and Japan. India is also a country with a highly developed pomegranate industry, harvesting over 800,000 tons annually. Additionally, India is a major exporter, with its pomegranates widely distributed across European, Middle Eastern, and Asian markets. Pomegranates typically begin ripening in late August and continue through November. Farmers must monitor the color change of the fruit. Pomegranates do not continue to ripen after being picked, so determining the right harvest time during transportation. They gently place the pomegranates into cloth bags, then pour them into large bins to avoid cracking the fruit. Immediately after harvest, pomegranates are transported to the factory for preliminary processing and preservation. First, the pomegranates are cooled immediately to prevent spoilage. Then they are carefully inspected to remove any damaged or substandard fruits. At the factory, pomegranates can be packaged for the market. When stored in cold conditions, pomegranates can remain fresh for 2 to 3 months, allowing enough time for distribution to distant markets. The process of extracting pomegranate juice requires peeling, removing the outer membrane, and pressing the seeds to extract the juice. After refining, and trend of consuming nutrient-rich foods. Peaches grow best in areas with a low risk of late frost. Late frost can cause flowers to die due to low temperatures, preventing fruit from forming. The size of the fruit is related to the number of fruits on a tree. The crop load is usually adjusted within 45 days. Manually thinning the fruit is labor-intensive and costly, requiring up to 130 labor hours per acre. According to 2023 data, China's peach production accounted for around 60% of the global total. The United States is also a prominent peach growing country. In 2023, the US harvested around 650,000 tons of peaches, with most being consumed domestically. The peach harvest season begins in May and lasts until September, depending on the peach variety and growing region. Peaches need to be harvested at the right time to ensure the best flavor and quality. Farmers usually pick the peaches by hand. The manual harvesting process requires care, as even a small bruise can ruin the fruit. Peach pickers walk through the peach orchards, hand-picking the ripest, firmest peaches. Farmers move ladders, and the best peaches is no easy feat. However, they strive to harvest the peaches before birds and small mammals have a chance to get to them. After arriving at the factory, peaches are cooled to immediately halt the ripening process. This conveyor belt can move around 70,000 pounds of peaches per hour. Workers begin by removing peach leaves and debris from the field. Then the peaches are sorted by size and quality, with substandard peaches being discarded. Once cleaned, the peaches are fed into an automatic peeling machine. Next, the peaches are sliced or halved, depending on the requirements of the final product. The peaches are soaked in solution. The canned peaches, after being steeled, are sterilized at high temperatures to eliminate bacteria and extend their shelf life. The United States is one of the largest markets for peach consumption. A significant amount of peaches is also packaged for the fresh peach market. According to 2023 statistics, Americans consume approximately 1.2 million tons of peaches annually. Chestnuts are commonly grown in temperate and cool climate regions. In the US, states like California and Michigan are major production areas, with tens of thousands of acres dedicated to chestnut cultivation. Chestnuts begin to ripen from late September to early November, when the husk turns brown, ripened, and fallen naturally to the ground. This process requires the farmer's meticulousness and patience. Chestnut harvesting tools are round cages attached to a long handle. This allows farmers to roll them over the ground to collect chestnuts inside the cage. This reduces the need for bending over frequently and speeds up the harvest process. Manual harvesting is somewhat slower, but it allows farmers to control the quality of the product, ensuring that only fully ripe and undamaged chestnuts are collected. For large chestnut orchards, farmers use sweepers to gather the chestnuts into rows. These machines are equipped with fan systems to remove. Is equipped with a powerful motor and flexible suction system. The chestnuts are then sucked into a large container where they undergo a preliminary sorting process. The vacuum cleaner also has a filtration system to remove leaves and small debris. Before processing, chestnuts are washed to remove impurities such as dirt, twigs, and small fragments. Next, the chestnuts are sorted by size and quality. Walnuts provide significant economic value in many countries, especially in the United States. After 5 to 7 years to mature, healthy walnut trees, California had approximately 355,000 acres of walnut orchards, supplying up to 600,000 tons of nuts annually. Walnut harvesting has now been mechanized. A hydraulic tree shaker is used to vigorously shake the tree trunk, causing the walnuts to fall to the ground. Each shaker costs around $100,000 and is designed with a clamping jaw around the trunk and a soft pad to minimize damage to the tree. When the walnuts fall, they are gathered into rows and collected by mechanical harvesters. The fan system and shields under the machine help remove debris and impurities, leaving only quality walnuts behind. The processing and storage of walnuts may vary. Whole walnuts are sorted by size and cleaned to remove dirt and impurities. This not only prevents damage to the nuts, but also protects their quality during storage. The walnuts are then stored in temperature-controlled facilities, ready for processing when needed. For shelled walnuts, the nuts are fed into a cracking machine. After shelling, the kernels are sorted by size and colour, with any remaining shell fragments removed. The walnut kernels are then rigorously inspected according to the highest quality standards before being packaged and brought to market. Another important step in the processing is over-drying, which could affect the flavour and nutritional value of the product.